Hey guys, and welcome to Never Summer. I'm doing this video now despite the previous differences and the previous things that happened, and I got actually brainwashed by one of my friends who said I should be doing this movie, as well as Falcon 05 actually doesn't want me to quit, and also he wants me to continue on actually providing a video about my T-33. So despite all this, I decided to do it. We have a Thursday afternoon. It's pretty sunny outside. Temperature's about 18 degrees. And this is my T-33 from RC Lander. So the plane is almost pretty much finished. I just got to glue in one more piece, which is the lower fuselage part that needs to be glued in place. However, the thrust tube needs to be installed on the EDF first, and then I can glue the rest of it together. Now, this is just a really small thing. I came across a few differences, a few issues. One of the more important things is that some of the parts do not actually fit that well, and the foam is pretty brittle, so you get dents and scratches all over the place if you're not that careful, and if you're careful you still get dents and scratches. Okay, so when you assemble this plane, take great care, put it on a foam stand or anything like that, and build your plane together as it is. Now, all the parts, the control surfaces, the elevator, the rudder, the flaps and the ailerons are done, and they've been glued in place with epoxy. Do not use regular CA because it will melt the foam. Okay, so this is not just your regular EPO or EPS foam. It's a different kind of type of foam, and it's very brittle and it does not react well to CA. I used to get that experience back around a year ago when I was building my Panther, and I used on a rudder CA till I actually realized that half of my rudder was gone. Well, it wasn't gone, but it was actually, you know, seduced to something a bit less than foam. Now, this Panther is as good as done. A few things on this Panther, on this T-33, I'm sorry, is what I don't like about it is, as I said, the parts, like it comes together. You have here on the main wings, you have these wooden spars. Okay, this one went in quite fairly well. Just use enough epoxy and get it done. Now this part here was a bit more of an issue. Actually was a real pain in the ass. The reason why is because it doesn't look level. You can see it here, it has a bit of an angle, so it's a bit of a problem to get it done, and especially if you use 5-minute epoxy and you put both pieces together, you have to hurry up quite a bit, and if you're lucky, you get both parts together just in line. It was quite a bit of a hassle, but I got it done. Now, as you can see, there's no air brakes installed, because for this kind of jet, on this size, you won't need air brakes at all. Surely it does look cool, looks a bit more scale, but you won't need it. Here are the retracts, basically. One thing still that RC Lander has not fixed yet, you can see right here, is the slop. Okay, so you still have a bit of play going back and forth, which is caused by this. So the gearbox, something is still not quite tight as it should be. Okay, so however, looking on the main gears have a lot less play on both sides than it does on the nose gear. However, note this, that most of the jets or planes, the nose gear does intend to have a bit more play. That's something I came across after building quite a few planes. Now, it's a nice looking plane, no doubt. Let me just put the camera down. I'm just going to put the wing apart. Okay, so just like that. Alright. Now, you can see here the EDF unit is put in place. Now, one thing I didn't really like about it is our cylinder has supplied the ESC. The cable was actually connected here all the way to the side. Here was some hot glue, okay, and it went straight up and it would go over here, down there, all the way to the battery compartment. I didn't like this idea, so what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to do it, from this both sides I'm going to put on a light wooden plate. Okay, I'm just going to glue them in place, and I'm going to line this up just in line here, drill a hole there, and get it all the straight to the front of the battery compartment. In this way, because you have the inlets, you have the air coming straight through, and I want to cause as less turbulence as possible. Okay, so this is just about that. And now we come a bit to the more annoying part. You can see here you have a bit of a gap, and the gap closes down and goes almost even. And here you also seem to have a gap. It's about 0.1, 0.2 millimeters. And the thing is, when you assemble these two parts together, they intend to fit. But as soon as you put all the glue oil in and everything, and you want to put these two modules together, I realized to see that everything seems to fit, but no matter what you do, it does not touch the front of the fuselage at all. Okay, so this is a bit of an annoying part, because you have it sticks up a bit here, and you have space so the air can come through inside. It might cause a bit of wind drag as well. The paint as well is not almost the best. This one looks almost like a chicken instead of an eagle, or it looks like a penguin, I don't know. Surely it's not the penguin from Batman. It looks just too silly. But, you know, I mean, you can't get everything you want, can you? Surely the eagle supplied by Kelly Graphics for Falcon 05 looks a lot better, more detailed than this one does here. This is a penguin or a chicken. And well, some things he didn't fit here as well, so I had to cut in a bit of foam just to get them fit. And let me just see one more thing. Well, there's actually a few more things. So these two module parts, you got to use as well quite a bit on epoxy on it. And if you intend to use 5-minute epoxy, you got to hurry up. You got to be fast. You got to be real fast before it dries, especially during summertime, as we experience right now here in Switzerland, basically having between 30 to 35 degrees outside and 20 to 25 degrees inside of the house. The epoxy intends to cure a lot faster than it does during springtime or during cold days than now. So you gotta hurry up on this, and both parts seem to fit actually quite well, but because I was quite in a hurry, it didn't came in, because in the front it seemed to fit, and in the back it did not seem to fit. Okay, and then if you didn't have enough time to actually get all the things laid out as good as it should. Also, the modules, they could be a bit more perfect. Those are just a few, little things about RC Land I don't like. You get a plane, and if you buy the same plane another time, some things do fit a bit better than the previous one, but other parts do not fit at all, and it's always a bit of a hassle because it gets you to work a lot more. Another thing here is you have these holes there, and through these holes you put the screws that come on the wooden plates here, so you screw basically your wing onto the fuselage. It's all nice and cool, okay? So you have 6 parts. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, and I already put 2 discs. Okay, those are 2, I think, plywood discs on it, wooden discs, and you just plug them right in as it is, and you're good to go. However, if life would be so easy, I think most of the people would go through with life with ease, but unfortunately it is not. Now, can you see these parts here? These parts are actually for the other slots to fill. Can you see something? Yes? It's a lot bigger. You don't have 1, you don't have 2. No, but if you call right now, I'll give you 3. And guess what? I'll give you 4. So you have the best price with it. So if you call right now, you don't get 1 piece. You don't get 2. You don't get 3. You get 4. And if you call right now, I'll give you another 2 pieces for free. Can you see this? It's amazing. It doesn't fit. It doesn't look as good, but it's for free. Okay. So you have a nice looking wing. You have those parts. Call right now on this number. Blah 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 blah. Okay, good, peace. No, seriously, I'm just getting, it involves quite a bit of swearing, and this is something really RC Lander needs to keep to look on, and surely I will send Tim from RC Lander an email in regards to this, because this can't be happening. It is, why do I need to cut off foam in order to make these massive pieces fit when this could have been done at the factory? And this is not a big thing to do. So, and 2 of those pieces looks like a half moon. We do intend to have half moon tonight, but it's not the same thing, okay? So those are just a few things that really get things annoying when you're building your jet that you were looking so much forward to. And little things, little details do count. If you have big problems, maybe they can be fixed easier than this, but this is just annoying, and it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening at all that the wing to put together should be such a hassle, and that you get plywood discs that you could use for something else, or maybe then to put on this jet. Also, the mold parts, they don't seem to fit as good as it should, and it's just a few small things to look out for. Just keep that in mind before purchasing the plane. If you do not have maybe the experience or some things, I would rather say do not get it, and get yourself something else first before you want to try this plane out. It does look nice. But the paint job isn't as good. It's quite faded at some stages here. You can see right there. So small quality things that it could be a lot better. The foam is pretty brittle, and some parts they don't fit together as snugly as they should. If I don't like something, I honestly tell you guys this. Because what's the reason for me hyping a plane like this and saying it's the best plane you can get when you get it yourself and you find that you have 1, 2, 3 or 4 issues or problems that you came across with. So I'm just being an honest guy. Okay, so this is it for now, guys. Check it out, and hopefully more movies to come soon.